of us are old enough to remember the field house and Greg White and those days. You don't have to say anything but LABO. Everybody wanted to watch LABO. God was a great player, and honestly, they do not make basketball players like this anymore. If you had a rebound you had to get, or a putback you had to get, number 25 would get it for you. So turn your attention to the video board for our newest Hall of Famer. Our next inductee was an enforcer for Marshall's basketball team in the late 70s and early 80s. He averaged 31 points and 17 rebounds in high school in New York and became a crowd favorite immediately at the Memorial Fieldhouse. Described as a bull in a china shop in the media guide, he was named to the All-Southern Conference freshman team in 1977, All-Southern Conference tournament in 1980, and he played in 107 games at Marshall and scored 1,252 points. Good for ninth all-time in rebounds at Marshall, and went on to play professional basketball in Italy. He now lives in Baltimore. The newest member of Marshall's Hall of Fame, Ken Labanowski.
Hey, Keith, after that, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. I mean, my speech is only about 30 minutes, so sit down. Maybe you want to have coffee. I just want to say it's really great to be here. I always enjoy coming back to Huntington. I really enjoyed going to school here. Throughout the years when I was here, I met a lot of great people and still have great relationships with a lot of them. It's always nice to see them when I come back, and I've stayed in touch. I try to get back here as much as I can. I don't know if it's the water or whatever, but they're just great people in Huntington, and I appreciate all of you that you came out tonight to support Marshall and all of us. Tonight, I have my brother Gary, who this is actually the second time he's been here. The last time my brother Gary was here was over 30 years ago, and he got in a station wagon with my mom and dad and my sister, and they drove 12 hours to see a game at the field house. So Gary, thanks for coming, and hopefully you'll see a good game tomorrow. Also, my son Neil is here. My oldest son. So Neil, it's great having you here. Neil was actually born and raised in Europe, and he lives with me now in Baltimore. So it's special to have him here. My other son actually plays professional basketball in Europe, so he couldn't make it. He's 18 years old, and he actually plays with the former Marshall player, Tyler Wilkinson, which is, it's a nice coincidence, and he actually just met Tyler last week and told him that, hey, my dad's going to Huntington, so you never know who you're going to meet around the world. Speaking of the field house, one of my most memorable moments was playing in the field house. 6,500 people every game for the 4 years that I played. Today we have the Cam Henderson Center, and it's a beautiful arena, and you have all these other arenas, over 10,000 seats, but if you didn't see a game in the field house, you missed out, because that was a special environment. The enthusiasm and the adrenaline that was flowing through there was unbelievable, and I know that every time I suited up and got out there, I wanted to give 120% for the fans. And I don't remember us losing too many games there, but it was just, it was a great atmosphere, and I thank all the fans that supported us throughout the years. I had the opportunity to play over 20 years in Europe professionally, maybe 60 different countries, and I never saw fans like I did in the field house. It was just phenomenal. And again, I thank them, and I still have great memories of that. In my 4 years, I had some great teammates, and the teammates that I just want to mention their name. Gary Hines, who's here today, Bill DeWeese, Larry Kincaid, Ron Gilmore, and Greg White. And I'll talk about Greg after, but these other guys, you know, some of them didn't play as much as they should have, but I'll tell you what, I couldn't have had better teammates, you know, on and off the court, you know, supporting the team. They never complained about their minutes, came to practice and busted their butts and made us better players. And I always appreciated that. A guy like Gary Hines, you know, I take my hat off to a guy like that. Just you know, made us better. And when we won, when we beat West Virginia in my senior year, you know, he was the first one to, you know, get excited and be with us. Greg White, what can I say about Greg White? I couldn't have had a better teammate in the world. Just a special guy on and off the court, so talented. I mean, seriously, all the years I played over Europe, I never saw anybody pass the ball the way Greg could. You know, I knew if I worked hard and got open, Greg would hit me. But, you know, not just on the court, he was just a great person. One of my best friends. Greg, thank you so much for being here today. It means a lot to me. The other thing I'd really like to mention is I'd like to thank the Athletic Hall of Fame committee. Just some great people in there. Frank Gardenia, just a super guy. I've known Frank for many years. And just, you know, when he was with us, I remember him traveling with us, and whether we won or lost, he was always there for us, always positive. And Frank, it's really nice to see you back in Huntington again. Linda Holmes, I know her for many years, just a great supporter, a hard worker, and it's very nice to see Linda also. Woody Woodrum, another great guy. We actually played on intramural football together. We won the championship. The name of our team was the Mean Green Machine. And I think a lot of teams were scared to play us, Woody, but we won the championship, and that was a lot of fun. Also, I'd like to Mike Hamrick. It's so nice to see Mike back in Huntington, and the athletic director. Mike was a great guy in college, and I knew him, and a great football player. And, you know, I thank you also, Mike, for, you know, thinking of me and the whole committee. But I'd just like to end. It's really nice to be back in Huntington. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And thank you, Marshall University. I love Marshall. It's in my blood. Wherever I'm at, I'll always come back and see my friends. And, you know, one friend I hadn't seen, Yogi. Yogi, where are you? There he is, Yogi. Yogi, you came from Kansas. That's amazing. It's great that you came back, and I appreciate it. And I remember all the good times we had back in the day. Howie Harris is here. It's good to see you. We worked together one summer, and you know, we had some good times together. And there's so many other people, but I'll get off the stage now and let the other guys talk. Thank you very much.